Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Welcome to the video. Earlier today, I asked you guys on the YouTube community page to send me some questions you might have had for me to answer about all sorts of different things, whether it be about how I joined the furry community, why I chose a proto-gen, that kind of thing. And so many of you guys responded. It was incredible seeing all the awesome questions, a lot of good questions that I wanted to answer today because we've been smashing milestones like crazy. I have not had a chance to get to them, and I wanted to do something special. So I thought this would be a good way for you guys to get to know me a little bit more, get to know Raeal a little bit more, get to know about the content in general a little bit more. And I hope you guys enjoy it. This is my first time doing something like this, so I apologize if things are weird, but we'll get through it together. So the first question comes from Poop P. Oh my god. What's your favorite level on Beat Saber? Honestly, I really like Centipede. It is a really fun track to play. Not the impossible chart, but just Centipede in general is really cool. And New Game is a really fun one too, just because I really like Just Shapes and Beats. It's a great Switch game. If you guys have not tried it yet, definitely do yourselves a favor and give it a try. If we donated 10K to a Twitch stream so you can buy more chips, what would you do? Honestly, I would get a fursuit. But that is way far down the line. The way I want it done, I want a full proto-gen suit, so it would have the armor and everything, and it would have to be done right. I'm not really happy with the ears I've seen on proto-gens on different suits, so I've been looking around, seeing who might have the kind of ears I'm looking for. I want them to be floppy. I want them to be, look at all this flop. Who is water for? See, that's a loaded question, because you're trying to get me to say water's for the weak, but no, we all need water to survive, okay? Drink your friggin' water. When did you become a furry? So that's a bit of a tough one for me to answer because it's only within the last 2 months, or really since I started the YouTube channel, that I have come to terms with being a furry, if that makes sense. I just started being open about it. It's something I've always been a part of without actually participating in, if that makes sense. Like, ever since I was a little kid, ever since like Space Jam with Lola Bunny, I don't know why I keep going to Lola Bunny, but I do. Ever since that. What was the first furry you wanted to be? So it's funny, in VR chat, the first thing I was a little dog wolf thing. He was a little butler, he was adorable. But I really took to the Nargacugas a lot, and I ran around in a Nargacuga avatar in VR chat for months. It was my main avatar. But the Nargacuga was the first model I got when I started learning how to do VR chat avatars and such. So the Nargacuga was the first one. What is my favorite chip? Honestly, salt and vinegar all the way. Or dill. Oh my god, I love dill. Moving on from Revenant, what's your favorite song? Ooh, this is a really good one. I wouldn't say I necessarily have a favorite song. The one I keep going to back and forth, and like the one I have to listen to over and over every time it comes on, is Hard to See by Five Finger Death Punch. I love metal. I love rock, progressive metal, prog rock, all that stuff. And I believe that was the first song my dad introduced me to when he introduced me to metal, and it's a song my dad and I would jam out to a lot. What other games besides VR chat do you play? A lot of Minecraft, a lot of Halo, and some Mass Effect. And the most important one, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you? This one coming from Max. Who is your favorite furry YouTuber? See, I don't know anybody in the furry YouTuber fandom. I have no idea who anybody is. Like, I know of Mini Kane, and I loved his VR chat Omegle stuff. Way too shy to like actually be involved in his community. But there's Mini Kane, and then right now there's also, I've watched a couple Beta Ada Delota videos. And who's my fursuit crush? Janice Wilmink, I hope I said that right, asks, what are some other hobbies outside of this channel and the stuff you do in your videos? So I'm actually a drummer. I've been drumming for 16 years. I'm not really the best at it, if I'm being totally honest. 16 years of being a drummer, and I can barely handle polyrhythm. I can't even read sheet music, dude. Like, I can read rhythm, cannot read sheet music. I also like working on cars. I did a lot of body work and body repair, that kind of thing. Like, that was all really fun. And I do play guitar from time to time. I am writing on my first, like, metal album, I guess you could say. It's been 3 years in the making. I still can't play half the stuff I wrote out because, like, I'm brand new to guitar, so I have no idea what I'm doing. But it's actually turning out really cool so far, and I cannot wait to, like, show you guys what I've been working on. What is your quest to seek the Holy Grail? What is your favorite color? Blue. I don't know how I could have made that any more obvious. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? What do you mean, African or European? Jerry Villanueva? Is that how you pronounce that? I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name. How did you discover the furry fandom? I'm gonna get demonetized. As I stated before, I did come across the furry thing right after Space Jam, probably around that time in the 90s when I was still a little kid, and that stuff was just really interesting to me. It was all like totally innocent and everything until I grew up and discovered sites like that. Then it became a thing, and I started lurking in the community, seeing the different arts, both NSFW and SFW, and just fell in love with the general attitude and vibe around the furry fandom. What made you join the fandom? Honestly, VR chat. I attribute that to VR chat because if it wasn't for VR chat, I probably would never have been open to myself or to anybody around me about like the furry thing. Like, I started getting into the furry avatars, and it just felt right. I don't know really how to describe it. It was this feeling of like, I kind of found myself. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. Maybe I can touch on this a little bit later on, but still brand new. Chillingo the Third Mandel asks, if YouTube didn't work out, what was your backup plan? Funnily enough, I am actually an editor for a few YouTubers here on YouTube. Right now, it is my main job. It is my main source of income. This channel kind of goes onto the back burner for that. It's really fun work. If that didn't work out, my backup plan was to go to a paint and body shop and kind of hone my skills in a paint and body, and probably go back to school for automotive body repair and frame repair, that kind of thing. What I loved the most though was painting. I loved painting cars. I could lay some paint and it would be glass and it looked so good. What made you choose a protogen for your Sona? Ooh, honestly, I just like the look of them. Honestly, like, they're techie. They're not like overly bearing, and they're cool looking, man. I love the look of this guy. Dizek the Wolf says, if you had the opportunity to go to a furry convention, what con would you go to? So I only know of 2 cons right now. I would say I would like to go to both MFF, it's one of those, and Anthrocon, but I don't know. I have yet to see if any of those are actually possible. Will you be doing more streams on Twitch? Yes, I do plan on streaming on Twitch. Shameless self-promotion. Click the link in the description. Again, a furry. I can't think of anything, so how's the weather in wherever you are? It's rainy and cold, and I hate it. Ooh, this is a really good one because I have an answer for this. Oh, Honk asks, what is the thing that you hate the most about the furry fandom? So there's a couple things that definitely warrant their own video if you guys are up for that. I hate that everything has to have a label. Popufur? That is so stupid to me. Why does it have to be a label? You're just popular and you happen to be a furry. I'm sorry if that's gonna rub people the wrong way. I just think it's the dumbest word in the fandom right now. Also, another thing of the arrogance. There's a lot of arrogance, it seems, with like the really popular members of the community where, and granted, this is only the bad side that I'm hearing, but it's the drama from the people that are arrogant and have that attitude where they're the hottest shit on the planet and they can't be humble at all. Like they don't care who brought them to where they are in the world. They don't care about their own fans or anything like that. They care about where their next dollar's coming from, or where their next suit's coming from, or that kind of thing. And that just pisses me off. Have you ever had an unpleasant experience while in it? Yes. The unpleasant experiences I've had have been involved with clout chasers. Honestly, because of what I do here on YouTube, people messaging me saying, hey, we should collaborate, even though we don't hardly ever talk. That wouldn't be an issue, but it's the way they go about it. Again, going back to the arrogance thing, you think you're hot shit because you have a few thousand subscribers, or maybe like 10,000 followers or something like that. You think the world owes you. Like, no, the world doesn't owe you anything. If anything, it's the community that makes the person, and I'm very happy with the community we have here, because honestly, y'all are some of the best people I ever met in my life. You guys in the Discord, you guys that tweet at me on Twitter, and you guys that chat in these videos and on the community page, you have opened me up to a world that I didn't think I would ever open up to, and you have welcomed me. And for that, I can never thank you guys enough for that. Bacon Sushi asks, how did you come up with your name? Honestly, I just kind of threw some stuff together until it sounded cool. I don't really have a reason for the name. It's Raeal Gratul Bittooth is his full name. It was a play on RGB, and he's got a whole backstory that I wrote out for him. This guy right here that you see on the screen. I can't point to myself because apparently my finger and hand bones are broken, and VC Face will not see it. Omega Wolf asks, what's your opinion on the NSFW side of the fandom? The NSFW side of the fandom is the part of the fandom that brought me into the furry fandom. That being said, it's not what kept me here, because there are a ton of great artists in the fandom that don't do that kind of stuff. They're just genuinely like amazing people to talk to. Honestly, I don't really have an opinion about it, because people like what they like. They're gonna do what they do. They're gonna look at what they look at. You know, it's not my place to say, oh, that's wrong, or that specific kink is like dirty and wrong and you should feel bad. It's fine. Sometimes it does go too far. Sometimes it does go too far. I would say the protogens are pretty bad about it, with the ludogens or whatever they're called, I can't remember, as well as the Avali and a few other different subgroups, but you have those in every community. The problem is the people that come up to you expecting you to be okay with the NSFW shit in real life or in VR chat. It's not okay. You treat it like it's real life. Makes me feel weird when people come up and do that to me. Ooh, Chansol, really good questions here. Okay, while being a furry, do you heavily appreciate it or really enjoy being a furry, even when the bad side of the furries being so prominent in internet itself? I do. You have to understand that not everyone in the community is who you think they are. Every community, and this goes for every community too, it doesn't matter if it's furries or not. Every community has their bad eggs. Every community has that side of them that is just kind of shitty and toxic. And the furries are no exception. Furries definitely have that side to them. What matters is how you respond and react to it. If you respond with more hate, it's just gonna breed more hate. So I challenge you guys, next time you get hate for being a furry, respond with love, respond with caring, respond with trying to come to an understanding with each other and talk about it. If they won't talk, simply walk away. Has someone ever harassed you for being a furry? Yes, they have, definitely. Only in VR chat, never in real life. Would you continue to be a furry for the rest of your existence? I think this is something that's gonna stay, yeah. Did you do the models of the characters seen in the videos, or you paid someone to do it? I bought this particular protogen model from a website called Booth from a user by the name of Nukud. I hope I'm saying that right, Nukude. So I originally brought the protogen model. It comes fully rigged, but I did do the texturing and the coloring you see on this guy, and the matte capping and the ambient occlusion. And I added the horns and the extra set of ears. Would you ever become a brony too? Just asking personally, I think. Not personally, no. I would never become a brony. I never have been. Never really had an interest in it, but I'm not gonna knock anybody for being in that community. It's the same thing like I just talked about with the last one, where it's like, do you hate when people call you a brony, and like, how do you react to it? Like, I'm not gonna do that to anybody because you have a right to like what you like. It's not my place to tell you you're wrong because honestly, you're not wrong. You're expressing yourself and that is amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. What brand of toothpaste do you use? Windex. Dutchies or noodles? Dutchies. I love Dutchies so much. I want a Dutchie myself. Favorite car? Ooh, okay. Ah, damn it. No, why are you making me choose? Nissan GTR is a really good choice, but I would go for the Nismo Edition GTR or a 1976 or in that area Datsun 350Z, and I would put a V8 motor from a Shelby GT500 into it. And that is all the questions we had for YouTube. I know I did ask the same question on Twitter, so let's go ahead and move over to Twitter here real quick and answer some more questions. Silverfields asks, do you plan on uploading any content relating to Cyberpunk 2077? It is in my Steam library. As soon as it is available, I will be playing it. I don't know if I'll be streaming it. I will definitely be playing it and maybe uploading some content to YouTube. I don't know how long that's gonna take because there's a lot of stuff I would like to do. Like I would like to play the game, do all the background stuff, do all the side missions and stuff like that. So we'll see. If that's something you guys want to see, maybe I'll just upload the whole thing to YouTube here. Can I get my free proto snack of DDR4 ramp? Go back into the basement, Roro. Carbide, how did you come up with Raeal's design? Honestly, I'm colorblind as hell, so I chose the two colors I can see the best, which were blue and yellow. I've been made aware that the fur is purple. I don't really care. I just like how the blue and the yellow looks. The yellow looks gold when I put a shine to it, so that's kind of why I put it. It makes Raeal look kind of like, I don't know, not royal, but kind of? I don't know. What is the worst part of doing any of this, like being a content creator and all? Honestly, it's the nerves. I never really expected nerves until the channel really started blowing up, where it's like the videos just started blowing up. And I'm like, well, what if this video doesn't perform the same as the last ones? And I understand like not every video is gonna perform the same, but it's that worry now where it's like, it's just there now where I don't know how it's gonna play out. So I'm still approaching content creation by creating what I want to create and not being scared of what I upload. It's just taking a little more willpower to get through that right now, but you guys seem to enjoy it, so I keep doing it. How fast do you think you will hit 10,000 subscribers? Honestly, I don't know. If we never get there, that is totally fine by me. We've already got such an amazing community. If we do get there, holy shit! Senna asks, what is your process for making content? Do you plan things out or do you just hit record and hope something happens? If you do plan, how do you plan and how do you decide what's good or interesting content? This is a really good one. This is a really good question. Honestly, I never announce when I'm recording to anybody. That is the first and foremost thing. I never announce if I'm recording. I never announce if I'm streaming. Even though I haven't streamed VR chat, I would never announce if I'm streaming to people. Mainly because if I announce it, all of a sudden people are clout chasers. People want to be around me because I'm recording content and they want to be in a video. So I don't announce if I'm recording a video. If I'm hanging out with you, there's a good chance I'm recording something. And I just sift through all that footage to get the interesting or the funny parts or the conversations that are okay to share. I make the video out of that and I upload it. What I'm looking for are candid moments. I don't want anything that seems staged or forced because it's not. It's candid, it's in the moment, and it's great. Shockburn asks, how's the upgrade to your protogen going, aka your fursuit? Listen here, you little shit. A protogen fursuit's gonna cost a lot of money that I don't have right now. Dude, it asks, do you like head pats? Absolutely. What was your most fun and exciting moment when coming up with this idea for your YouTube channel? I'm gonna go ahead and just shout out a video real quick that is by far my favorite video on the channel, and that is Billy's introduction. If you guys have not seen that video, it's over there. Go give it a watch. I would point, but I don't have hands. I was on the floor laughing that entire time editing that video. It is my favorite video on the channel, maybe aside from Drunk Furries Can't Stop Laughing. It is just hilarious and I love it so much. And please bear with the voice changer. I know it's a little grating, but it's definitely worth a watch if you haven't seen it yet. Debug the Protogen asks, what's the best day of your life? Ooh, the best day of my life would probably have to be when I broke my wrist. I wish I was exaggerating. Basically, because of that one moment, I can't go into too much detail about it because of the circumstances, but because of that accident, I was able to slingshot myself into the world of content creation and music, and I was able to finally start chasing my dream to just become an entertainer. So, yeah, the breaking the wrist sucked. Everything else was great. What kind of content are you looking forward to doing, and who would you like to collab with? Honestly, I don't see the format of the channel changing very much. I like where the content is right now. I don't know what I'm trying to create. I'm just creating in the moment. I don't want to force a change into something. As for people I would like to collaborate with, I know I mentioned them in the beginning of the video, but I would like to play with Mini Kane, maybe do an Omega video with him on his channel. Maybe he can do something with me on my channel, like we can play a game of Uno or some shit. I don't know. Maybe Beta Eta Delota. Am I saying that name right? I can't even remember his name. Really, those are the only two people I know right now. There are definitely other creators I would love to work with. I'm trying to be relatively sensible with it. Anyway, guys, that's all the questions for today. That's all the time I have for these. This was great. Thank you all so much for asking such great questions. Honestly, I didn't know how this video would go. I didn't know how long it would be. I've been talking now for almost an hour, but it's honestly been it's been great. As always, thank you guys for watching the video. If you have another question you would like to get in another video, ask it in the comment section down below. We'll get, I might make this a normal thing, maybe once a month or so. But this was a ton of fun. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much for all the insane support and for getting us now to almost 5,000 subscribers. I sure as shit don't deserve it, but I'm glad you guys enjoy the videos. I'm glad you enjoy what I do, and I really hope that I see you in the future and that we can do some good with this. I want to start raising money for charity. I want to start doing all this big, grandiose things. I can't even talk. I just can't wait to see what the future holds. I can't wait. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am Raeal, and I'll see you in my next one.